So today we have the HP OfficeJet 4650. It's for sure a budget printer, terrific for a small office or for home, but you have a lot of functionality built into it. You can not only print, but it can fax, scan, and copy. It's wireless. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box, show you what it looks like. We'll set everything up, and hopefully this gives you a pretty good idea on what you can expect if you're looking to purchase this printer for your home or small office. So let's go ahead and open up the box, see what we have here. The really nice thing with HP is there's two cartridges. In other words, one for black, one for color. With other makes such as Epson, I know they give you have to have 4 different cartridges for all the colors. So this makes it really nice and easy. That's one thing what I like about HP. 2 cartridges and you're ready to go. Okay, take this out of the box here. Let's see if I can get this so you guys can see it. Okay, so here she is. You know, let me do this. Let me take a quick measurement here. Just in case, if I know for me sometimes I'm not sure if a print is going to fit in a specific spot. Let me do some measurements regarding the inches on the width and the height, so this can give you a pretty good idea on if it's going to work for your application. Okay, so we're at roughly about, you could say 17.5 inches, around 14.5 by around 7 inches. Okay, so just in case if you're curious if it's going to fit in your spot. Very quickly before we plug this into the computer and get it up and running, you have a quick guide which we'll go over in a moment. Software, if you ever lose the software, you can always download it off HP's website. A power cord and a wire for the fax machine. This is just your old-fashioned phone wire, which you need if you are faxing. It does not include the wire to connect the printer to your computer or laptop. In other words, if you're not going wireless and you want to hardwire it to your computer or laptop, it does not include that. You're going to have to purchase that, or maybe you have one lying around the house. Maybe you can use one from an older printer. They're all the same hookups, but if you're not running wireless, just make note of that. You will need certainly you will need that wire. So let's bring this up to my computer. I'm going to very quickly upload this software. We'll hook everything up, and hopefully this gives you a pretty good idea on what you can expect from this printer. We'll even do a demo as well so you can see the clarity. Now if you happen to be hooking up this printer to a tablet that does not have a DVD drive, you know, these latest tablets, they often don't include a CD or a DVD drive. That's why it's so thin. As you can see, there's no drive. But like I said earlier, you could just download. Let me get over here. You can download right off their website. So if you type in HP 4650 drivers, okay, right here, support, click on that. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this here. And then you scroll down right here, software and drivers. Okay. And this is what you want. HP OfficeJet 4650, full feature. Make sure it's full feature. We'll download it. So I'm going to choose download only. Next. I'm going to save. Okay, so once the software is completed, we'll do a run. In this case, we're running Windows 10.1, I believe. Now, as that software downloads, go ahead and remove all the packing tape. If you open up the scanner tray here, a little piece of foam, let's get that out of the way. On the bottom tray here, flip this down, this opens up. You have a piece of tape here. Okay. Push that back in. We plugged in the printer already, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and turn it on. In this case, we want English. Yes. USA. So as you can see, everything is touchscreen. Today is the 18th. Yes. Time. Okay. And if you want to change the time, okay, it just scrolls. So So let me see what time it is here. Okay. Install printer cartridge. All right. Now to install the printer cartridges, it's going to close down the top. Let me just angle this so you can get a better view here. On the sides, looks like, here we go, right down here. So in the cartridges it tells you either tricolor or black. So tricolor goes here, black goes there. You usually have a film on the bottom. Make sure you remove it. Okay, I actually did that backwards, but nevertheless it worked. Okay, this comes up like so. Place it in. Okay, do the black one. Okay, let me close this. All right. Okay, now we need a low paper. That's down here. Now, as you can tell, it beeps every time you do anything. I'm sure you can turn that off. Let me get some paper. Okay. Now this fits up to 100 pieces of paper. All right. Now it tells you, or it asks you, what kind of paper you loaded. So this is just your normal 8.5 by 11. Load unused A4 plain white paper and input tray. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so right on the alignment page it states you must scan this alignment page for best print quality. Lift the lid, place this alignment page face down on the right front corner of the glass and close the lid, press OK. Alright, so let's do that. Open up the lid. We want this face down. Close, and then we hit OK. Alignment successful, printer alignment successful. Cartridges are now calibrated for best print quality, recycle, discard 11 page. Okay. So now let's get this up and running for wireless. So we'll touch the wireless icon. It says we're not connected, so let's go to tools, see what's going on here. Wireless setup wizard. So it did find the network, we just have to put in the password. So let me look that up and come right back. Okay, connection successful. That's the signal strength. So we'll do a quick test just to see what this looks like. Okay, so we do print, and there it is right there. It's already set as the default, and here we go. There you go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. If this was photo paper, this would look even a little bit better, but it does a good job. It really does. Now let's say you want to scan a document. Right here you have an icon, HP OfficeJet 4650. Okay, so you want to scan a document. As you can see, you have a lot of different options here. In this case, we just want to do a scan. Okay, so you can save as a PDF, JPEG, so on and so forth. You can choose the mode if you want color, gray, black, white, document size, all that good stuff. I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. And let me put the paper in the scanner. Okay, so we open this up. Put this down here, close this. Okay, hit scan. So there's our scan copy. If you need to add a page, so let's say you want to scan multiple pages, on the bottom right you have a plus sign. This allows you to keep on adding pages all in one PDF file. In this case, I don't have multiple pages, so we just hit save. Now you can choose where you want to save it. In this case, we'll just do desktop. Okay, we'll save it. Okay, close this, see what it looks like. So here's your scan. And there you go. There it is. So it works incredibly well, incredibly easy. So let's also try the copy function. And very simply, just place whatever you want on the scanner, whatever you want to copy. Go copy. One copy, yep. You could do black or color. We'll do black. There you go, pretty cool. Now the last function is the fax. I'm not going to use this as a fax machine. I have set up printers like these as a fax, and it's very, very easy. When you set up the software, or when you download the software, it will ask you to put in a fax number or the name. For example, if you have a business, you can put ABC Business Incorporated, whatever you have, and then you can just start faxing very easily. Actually, I could probably show you real quick. You can send a fax now or later. Put in the fax number, hit OK, and then you can either use the scanner to fax, or you can use the feeder, which you have right here. So you just multiple copies, multiple pages, it doesn't matter, just feeds right through. The fax is sent out, and that's it. So hopefully this gives you a pretty good idea on what you can expect from this printer, and we'll see you next time.